Hi, I'm Scott Schubert, and today I want to talk about how to develop a trading business that will actually enable you to earn an income from your trading and build wealth month after month and year after year into the future. I need to warn you, though, that the Forex trading industry and the entire trading industry of stocks and commodities and options, so forth, they're all designed to keep you entertained while gradually taking all of your money from you. And in many cases, there can be a conflict of interest between the brokers and the product or services vendors who are selling you products and services related to trading, and you and your intentions and goals for what you intend to do. So you need to know, and by now you probably already know, that most people will get very interested in trading in the beginning, but once they find out that it takes quite a bit of work and practice and discipline, they're going to give up and lose interest. Then what happens is, in the meantime, the brokers and the product and services vendors that are selling these different products and services are going to try to keep you entertained for a while, and they're going to try to shift your focus to something else. And now the industry has evolved to provide you different kinds of things to entertain you in the meantime. Things like robots, proprietary indicators, proprietary software, Forex trading signal services, social trading or trade copying. All of these things are designed to keep you entertained for a while, but they're primarily focused on people who don't actually have an intention to build a real business in trading, because if they did, they would do the one thing that would lead them to that goal, which would be learn how to trade and develop skill in trading. So I encourage you to think about that if you have an intention to actually build a business in trading, and be very cautious and wise about what decisions you make about which way you go as far as how you're going to build your business in trading. Here's the bottom line. I'm going to be very frank and honest with you about this, and that is that if you already know that you're just totally lazy and unmotivated, and you don't actually intend to put in any work or discipline, you don't have any patience, and you're not actually planning to put in any time with training, then just don't waste any more money on any of these gimmicks, because they're designed to take your money away from you while keeping you entertained for a while in the meantime. So just save your money and don't do that, and keep your present job, and maybe just consider doing something else. But if you do believe that trading is a legitimate business, and therefore you intend to treat it like a legitimate business and put in the necessary time and effort that it takes to achieve realistic goals, then it's probably possible for you to achieve your goals. When I first started the Trading Mastermind community, I had a vision that one day it would become the most powerful and effective trading community in the world. And just last week, several people in our community made the statement, without me ever saying anything, that that's exactly what they feel we have now achieved. Over the last few years, I've seen quite a few people who did put in a lot of time and effort and spent a lot of time working diligently day after day and practicing and studying and collaborating and asking questions and talking to other people, watching the market persistently over and over until they finally did develop the skill that they were looking for and build a real business that they now earn their income from. And one of the things that I notice is that almost all people really need some kind of help when they're learning to trade, because it's a kind of a challenging business. So if you feel like you need help with your trading, don't feel bad about that, because it's normal, and it's the same situation with any business. Most people are going to need some kind of help and guidance along the way, especially in trading, to show you exactly what you need to be doing every day, and to point out the things that other people can't see when they're looking at the charts. Let's take a look at what it's like in there and what you're going to experience on a daily basis when you're participating in our live trading sessions.
So the 2 time frames higher above that. So if we are triggering our trades on 15-minute time frame, your 30-minute time frame and your 1-hour time frame has to be in the sync with the time frame that you are trading on. Does that make sense? But for example, yesterday I've made 2 trades based on pound US dollar, purely based on Scott's method, which basically told me that on a daily, you have a trend-like behavior. You put a CCI on it, right? 61.8 We saw yesterday on 6 hour, I believe it was, or 8 hour, there was a beautiful CCI divergence with crossing and going down negative 90. So that's when I had the confirmation from Scott's method that I can go short, even though, you know, on a daily here we are supposed to be going long. On the 4 hour here we were supposed to go long again. On a 1 hour, however, we were okay to go short. See that? So I was triggering the trades on the 15-minute time frame, and my two time frames higher than 15 minutes, which is the half an hour and an hour, were in sync. But the main confirmation for this particular trade was the Scott's end of correction signal. Does it make sense? At this point in time, we were starting to think, okay, our red and green stochastic is below zero. Our 80 axes are really wide apart, and you know the bears are winning. Our Fisher is red, and when we get a trigger, we are good to go at this little candle here. This is what we were thinking when this candle was forming. And like this is my setup. You can you know move it a little bit up, down, whatever you need. You know, for example, we don't need CCI at this particular time, so we can you know minimize that and make other indicators a little bit bigger. Or when you are getting your entry based on the CCI, then you can minimize Fisher, and you know that way you're gonna have a nice clear CCI. You have two types of entries, okay? Aggressive, conservative. Aggressive is when you see a turn. Conservative is when you cross the 50. And it doesn't have to be red for you to enter. It can be green as well. But the fact is, it has to be below 50, and hopefully it has some, you know. This is not about reaching 1-to-1 risk-reward ratio. Well, hang on. What do you mean? You always not reaching 1-to-1 risk-reward ratio? This is a lot bigger than 1-to-1.
So now, if you have this chart and you match it up against what you guys are using, and you know how to interpret it the way I interpret it, here's a beautiful. I love this shit. Look at that. That's gorgeous. I mean, it's just like you just draw stuff like this all day long. Now, if you look at my orders, I handed out my trade sheets tonight to a few people. There's no stop loss on any of my 107 orders. And I have no loss in 4 weeks. I have no losses. And I took the account from 1 million to 5 million. And and Thursday will be exactly 4 weeks. Yeah, I'm constantly looking for harmonic patterns, no matter what pair I'm in. So I'll be cruising through different pairs on a 30-minute, trying to find a harmonic pattern. Oh yeah, and that's it's just to remember. You said it's just to remember your own rules. You know how many times the average trader violates their own rules, and they know what it is that they have to do, and they don't do it, and they self-sabotage themselves.
There's never a time when it doesn't do this. It seems like just always, every single time, without exception, pretty much. You can see the shape of the 1, 2, 3, and you can also see that the CCI does the same thing every time. Yeah, it's primarily a matter of reading the price pattern, the Elliott wave patterns, and then adjusting the frequency of the time in order to line up your indicator so that you can line it up and adjust it to help you to see the turning point or the end of a trend or the end of a correction. But if you were just looking at the indicator itself, it'd just be an endless, meaningless chaos. if you're just looking, just going to a time frame, just looking at the indicator and saying, what does it mean here? That's a long entry right there. So I'm going to go long. Now, and here's a long entry, CZI compressed and crossed 90. I would never look at that and say that that's a long entry, because first I'm going to look at the price pattern and see where's the trend and where's it clear, and then I'm going to adjust the frequency of the indicator to line up with it so that I can adjust it to see where the turning point. It's not possible for there to be an end of a trend without there being a strong movement starting in the opposite direction, and that's also what causes the compression of the CCI to cross negative 90 there, and it marks the point. So normally it's not possible for there to be an end of a trend without you being able to see it, and you can't have an end of a trend with the market going flat or not moving or still going down. There has to be a sharp turning point, and that's what causes the end of a trend phenomenon that we are able to see. So right now it looks like we don't have it yet.
Okay, so here's what's going to happen when you get started in our live trading sessions. As soon as you log into the live sessions and you start to meet the others, the first thing that you'll want to know is, what is it that you do now? And what do you look for to get into a trade? What do you look for to get out of a trade? So what's going to happen is we're going to look at that and go through the process together in real time based on whatever is currently happening in the market. I'm going to ask you if you see what I'm showing and if it makes sense. So we'll be going through the process in real time based on whatever formation the market is making at that time, and then let's look at it again, because each price pattern the market forms is a unique, organic, one-of-a-kind formation. But after repeating the process over and over, you'll see what I'm talking about and be able to go through the process yourself and make the decision to get in on your own. After a period of time of practicing and repetition, doing the same thing over and over, you will become confident and you will know that you can do it yourself. You don't need any fancy software, and you don't need anyone's trading signals. You will know why to get into a trade, and you'll see it yourself without anyone showing it to you. I know that a lot of people are tired of spending money on trading gimmicks and don't have a big budget for training, especially if you've already wasted money on a number of different things that didn't work. And that's why our system was made available as a super low monthly payment. This week, the full membership in the Platinum Group is available to previous members for the super easy and affordable price of only $99 per month. Many people have found that this is the one most valuable tool for building your business and getting real results that keep coming in month after month. Because the web conferencing software that we've chosen to use after testing out many different ones is limited to a small group of 100 people, we have to keep this to a small group, and our current group has already filled most of the positions. So I'm not going to pound you with a lot of emails about the time limit here. If you know that this is right for you, you'll sign up immediately. If you want to stop wasting time and money on things that don't work, this is the right time to get started, isn't it? This is a super interactive training, and you'll be talking directly to me and these other professional traders every day. It's all about getting you to where you want to be in your business in the shortest amount of time that's possible. Trading is a difficult and challenging business to make work, and in my opinion, there is only one way to make it work, and that's by finding out what others who are making a living from trading are doing, and do that through practice, discipline, patience, and a considerable investment of time. And it's not accomplished by buying trading signals, software, proprietary indicators, robots, and so on. Whether or not it's the right business for you, some of us are extremely grateful and appreciative for discovering this business and what it provides in terms of lifestyle and fulfillment and the ability to help others. If you intend to make this the year that your Forex trading business finally gives you the results that you're looking for, just click the button below. I'll see you on the inside, and I look forward to trading with you.